all the visual podcasts.
It's a beautiful talk show. Look at
but-
you. Go, girl. Let's give it up for Liz. Let's give it up for Liz. I mean, look at this.
And Little J is so funny. He's a comedian. You're entertainer second.
Yeah.
Even yesterday when he told me, one of my other guests that are coming on, you were telling me a little bit about her, and you're like, don't worry, she doesn't have a record. And I'm like, only in Vegas would somebody say that, right?
Yeah. I go, oh, I was telling you about Katie. You're the guest.
Yeah.
I said, she's like Mary Poppins. I go, she's like a real life Mary Poppins. It's incredible because she loves children. She loves to sing. She's pure at heart. And yeah, you don't meet anybody in Vegas that hasn't caught a case, you know? I said,
totally.
She's clean as a whistle, no record.
I just thought I was laughing about that when I was going to sleep, honestly, how you said that.
Well, you're leaving it to an Italian, you know? I'm Gambino,
Yeah.
so you can imagine the people I know.
And you have amazing wine. He has his own wine, which I've tried the sparkling and then the red wine. It's phenomenal. So we did an event actually on Monday.
Yes.
It was West Coast Oasis. So do you want to tell
WSO.
So do you want to talk?
WSO is called the West Side Oasis.
Okay.
It's a jazz club over on Lake Mead and Revere. Nice, really classy, not trashy, very classy. The best Sunday brunch you could ever go to, in my opinion, hands down. They've got a live band. They're the old school cats. They're the people that played with Marvin Gaye, the people that played with B.B. King, people that played with Shaka Khan. So all the people that were very popular in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, those band members are there. They're playing music live, incredible catfish and collard greens. So you can sing, you can dance, you can listen to music. It's beautiful. So that's what they do on Sundays. But on Monday nights, forget about it. I got the winning team. It's me and DJ Jackpot, okay?
He's
J
coming on
Gambino
next.
And DJ Jackpot, he's awesome. He's awesome. I love him because, as you said, I'm a humanitarian first. So when I get gigs that I'm asked to be at and just volunteer my services, you know, I reach out to Jackpot. Because a lot of people, they want, you know, everybody wants to get paid. That's normal. We all want to survive. But there's a big difference when you're doing a benefit show, a volunteer show, than something in a casino. You know, my thing is, you're in a casino performing? Yes, have your hand out, get paid. But if I tell you, hey, we're doing something for American Legion, for the vets, don't charge me an arm and leg. Let's give back to the community. That's what being a humanitarian is, and that's why I love Jackpot. That's how I met DJ Jackpot. I was asked to do something at American Legion for the vets. I needed a DJ. I called a friend of mine named Tosh Point. Props to you, Tosh Point. Great DJ. She wasn't available. She said, I'll hook you up with a good guy. And she was right on. DJ Jackpot's a good guy. We got hooked up. He did the show with me for the vets at the American Legion. We bonded. At that time, I told him, well, I've got this event that I do every year.
Oh, yeah, which we're going to be talking about.
Waking Up as One Nation.
Yeah, so do you want to tell the audience a little bit about that?
I do. And Waking Up as One Nation, first and foremost, my friend who is Ambassador for Peace, Rosemary Flores. Rosemary Flores and I have been friends for 16 years, and she is the squeaky wheel that gets the oil. She had a vision and mission to put this thing together called Waking Up as One Nation. So she is very much an activist and a humanitarian, but not an entertainer, not a producer. And that's where I came in. She's like, Jay, you've been known to produce a lot of shows in town. Do you think you can be the entertainment director and produce what I want to do, which is present Waking Up as One Nation? The concept is really easy, okay? We are the United States of America. Hello, United States of America. Then why are we operating like the divided states?
I agree.
Why
like
is
we
there
all
a
need to come
different
together as
law
one.
in every state? Shouldn't it be the same law? Shouldn't be what's illegal in this state is illegal in that state? There's so much confusion with the division. I mean, you got people born and raised in one set of the U.S. Maybe they're from back east where this and that is legal, and then they come to the West Coast and it's not legal, or vice versa. This should be the United States of America, not divided. So that's our vision and mission, to provide Waking Up as One Nation. I bring in 22 artists. I handpick them. I put them on stage. They're from everywhere. They're from the U.S. They're from Africa. They're from China. They're from Italy. They're from Mexico. Put 22 performers on stage, which is what I do with you.
I appreciated that opportunity.
Well, you are a fantastic singer-songwriter. You're true to your craft, so I put you up there. I also brought in DJ Jackpot. Again, I needed a sound engineer. And the one thing I want to say to everybody out there is, you know, try to open your hearts a little. Try to give, because when you give from the heart, it does come back to you. And here's the key to it. Don't expect the very person you're giving to be the one that gives back to you.
Give altruistically.
It doesn't normally work like that. The one that you give to, give with love, give with heart. It's going to come back to you from somebody else. In another way. And we're seeing that today. We're seeing that today. I brought Jackpot to the American Legion with me, and he was very good. We bonded. Then I brought him into Waking Up as One Nation. He doesn't just have a DJ. He's not just with Fleet DJs. He has his own podcast. So in that turn, you're performing, and he ends up interviewing you.
He interviewed me on the, and now I'm able to interview him.
And now you're interviewing him. That's what I'm saying. That's the cause
what
and
goes
effect.
around comes around.
People, yes, people have to look at that. That's the and stop making what goes around comes around negative. You know, people always want to put it in a negative light. Hey, man, what comes around goes around.
Oh, that's a good point.
Also in a good light, too. What comes around goes around. Jackpot said, I got you, man. He was at Waking Up as One Nation. He gave his all. And he also did a podcast interview. He interviewed you.
Yeah.
Now look what you got going on. I'm proud of you. This is beautiful.
Oh, thanks. You use a lot of cognitive behavioral therapy too. Like I implement with my clients, like turning negative to positive.
Exactly.
It's exactly what I do. The techniques I do with my clients
life
daily.
is based on perspective. This is the rule that I live by. Being positive doesn't mean pretending that everything is good. Being positive means seeing the good in everything. See? We don't have to pretend that life is great. We just have to find something good in what's happening. If we all focus on something good in the day, we'll be much happier people.
Absolutely.
And if we do things with love and from the heart instead of, well, how much am I going to make and how much am I going to get paid? You know, that's not how you make strong bonds. You know, that money is very temporary. That money will come and go. But you know what? Not a minute of extra life is that money going to buy you. Not a minute of extra life. I'm fighting stage 4 brain cancer.
Sorry to hear about that.
That's okay. I think you know when you met me, I had a full head of hair, and now I don't. But this is my warrior braid right here. This is to remind me to fight the battles that count. And so I've got my friends that knew me before I knew I had a tumor in my head, and I got my friends that know me now with this look. And all I got to say is life is beautiful. Life is what you make it. You know, I can't focus negatively every day. I got to get up. I got to push forward. I got the best inspiring person at home, my 34-year-old son. He's been in a wheelchair since he was 11.
Yeah, so I want to get a little more awareness out there with that. If
muscular dystrophy.
That's what he has? Okay. Do you want to share with the audience a little bit more about that condition?
Well, here's the thing. He was born what we thought was a normal, healthy boy. And at age 7, we got the diagnosis that he had muscular dystrophy. Some of you remember the Jerry Lewis telethon. You know, I never in life would have imagined it growing up watching the Jerry Lewis telethon that I'm going to be raising a son and a daughter with muscular dystrophy. But it's a mutant gene. They both have muscular dystrophy. They are both in wheelchairs today. But my daughter's doing wonderful. She's in California, got a beautiful life. She's married. She's got 2